Look, I forgot to tell y'all something yesterday in the live stream. Yesterday, when I went live talking about the power of this spring energy and everything that needed to happen in order to really um, have a spring season that was in alignment with the energy of spring, the energy of rebirth, of manifestation, of creation, of blossoming and blooming into who and what you were meant to be, right? So I did the whole build yesterday. Actually was super amazing. Great downloads came through. If you have not seen the video for yesterday, go back and watch that live stream because it absolutely was a transmission. Um, but I forgot a very important topic that Spirit had basically given me over the last few days to actually share with y'all. But I was so deep into other things that I totally forgot one of the best ways that we are all going to be manifesting and bringing forth our desires in this time. One of the best ways and one of the most simple ways. Okay? Before I jump into that, I want to give y'all some time to actually join this real impromptu live. If you're here and it's real love, go ahead and like the video for me and share it with somebody or something, okay? Let me see how quickly can I share this. Um, I really want to share this with some folks because listen, is it still going? Because listen, when I tell y'all um this transmission that has come through over the last few days, and I mean it has been absolutely repetitive, it's so essential and it's so simple, and it's really a way that we should be living our lives no matter what, okay, no matter what. So I guess I will recap a little bit of what we talked about yesterday for anybody that has not watched that video, and I still recommend go watch that video. But the first thing that I talked about yesterday that is going to support the family in being fruitful and manifesting what it is they desire out of this spring season. The very first thing is stop looking for explanations for the good that is happening in your life. Okay. Um, it does not have to be miracles, divine intervention, manifestations are happening because you did something specifically, right? Or because somebody else did something. Sometimes there's absolutely no explanation to the beautiful, wonderful, magical, divine things that happen in our lives. And one of the ways that we block our blessings is by needing an explanation or even feeling like we have to explain to others how we have been able to do what we do, how we are able to be magical, majestic, divine, sacred beings. Like some things just don't need an explanation. So that's number one. Number two, in this spring season, in order to really bring forth the love, the abundance, the fortune, and whatever it is that you desire, number two is worthiness, right? Knowing that you are worth it no matter what your past has been. A lot of times people feel unworthy of their desires, unworthy of what they really want out of life because they feel like, I've made these mistakes, I've done these things, like, how and why would I deserve to live a beautiful, abundant, and fruitful life when I've done this and I've done that? And it's so crazy how shame and guilt can really block a blessing. Shame and guilt can really block a blessing, right? You may have a wonderful partner in your life, you may be in a wonderful position, you may have amazing opportunities to do something great, but because you made a mistake or because you fell short or because you sinned. See, a lot of times I think it is definitely um, the religiosity and that programming that stops people from feeling like they are unworthy of um, wonderful, beautiful things. And so in this spring season, we want to make sure that we're not carrying with us shame, guilt, uh, um, those emotions that really create a sense of a lack of deservingness for what it is that we desire. So let's not do that in this spring season. We also want to reflect on who we were before we had certain experiences and before we engaged with certain people, right? Like who is your inner child really? What is your inner child really? What is the qualities, the characters? What is the best, most beautiful aspect of you that maybe you've forgotten about because life kind of snatched that innocence away from you? This spring season, we want to look at that. We want to ask ourselves, who was I before the hurt, the pain, the trials, and the tribulations? And we want to reconnect to that energy, right? And we want to marry that energy with who we see ourselves becoming in the future, right? So this is kind of the awareness between past, present, and future. Past, your inner child and that beauty, that innocence, that wonder that you were, connecting that in your present moment, and then allowing that to be kind of a fuel for the manifestation of all the things that are meant to come. Okay. Um, but the thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about today, really quickly, while I'm in the car rider line, is this concept of doing less and getting more. Doing less and getting more. Um, this topic kept coming up over this past week. It would come up while I was teaching our son some different math and reading things. It would come up with my volleyball players, and then it came up in a conversation dreaming I was having, where I was just like, people have to learn to do less and get more. I don't know why people love to do the most. It be doing the most that be blocking blessings. It be doing the most that be slowing down the manifestations. Do less, get more. Wow, I love that. Right? It's a book by Neville Goddard that says relax more, try less, right? And so literally there is a spiritual science, um and like proof in the pudding, that you can accomplish more when you stop putting so much effort. And let me, because I really have to clarify these things, because I'll say these things to my volleyball players, and they'll be like, huh? They'll be confused, and I gotta slow it down and break it down. So this is what I mean. I'm gonna speak to y'all about this in terms of volleyball, right? Y'all may not know absolutely nothing about volleyball, but I'm gonna explain it to you. So in volleyball, there's a such thing as serve receive. It's when the team is actually like hitting a ball at the other team, they're serving, and the receiving team has to take this hard ball and do something with it, right? Ideally, we want to pass it, we want to set it, we want to hit it. That's the ideal of what we want to do. And serve receive is one of the hardest parts in the sport of volleyball. It's one of the most challenging aspects because you got a ball coming at you. If it's a good server, this ball is probably coming any 50 miles per hour or something like that, right? Like it's coming at you fast, ideally. And what I noticed with a lot of my volleyball players is that they would just be doing the most, right? Like they arm just going everywhere, they're standing up, they're just doing the most. And in their doing the most, it's looking bad. In their doing the most, they're looking totally unorganized. Uh, they're not looking put together. They're just looking crazy. And so I had to tell them the other day in practice, I was like, y'all are doing too much. Like, why are your legs crossed and your arms are like you're doing too much? And I had to tell them, do less. Do less, and I promise you'll get more. See, doing the lesser is not necessarily easier, but it creates better results. What I mean and what I had to explain to them is you have to do the little things correct. If you do the little things right, the little things, if you do the little things right, the little disciplines, the little practices, if you do the little things right, you will get more out of the situation. The only way that you can do less and get more is if you take care of the small things, the little things, right? The details, the proof in the pudding. Let me put up my little baby's little name tag as this lady walking by, and I want to make sure that she gets to my babies, right? So, like for my volleyball players, they standing up, they arms crossing over, they're looking crazy, they're doing all of these things. And it's all because they're not focused on the little things. And so the little thing that I would tell them, I'm like, okay, first of all, get low. That's number one. If a hard ball is coming at you, you need to get low. That's a little thing that they were sleeping on. Just get low. Little thing, hold your arms. Just hold them out there straight. No moving, no doing all the things out there. Freeze your arms. Me freezing my arms straight is less work than me swinging my arms to the side, right? And so we had that little conversation, and I was like, do less, get more. And when I said that to them, and they started minimizing all of the extraness, doing too much, all on the floor, rolling and sliding, when they minimized, they got better. And it was a noticeable difference. They were noticeably better, where they even recognized it themselves. It wasn't just me telling them. They were just like, damn. Like, they didn't say damn, of course. They're like teenagers. But they were just like, yeah, oh my God. They were proud of themselves. Let me say it that way. They were proud of themselves. And so when I thought about that, I was like, wow, Spirit. That is an analogy and a metaphor for all of life, for everything that we do. If we take care of the little things, we don't have to do as much, because the little things that we take care of, the little ways that we pay attention to detail, the little ways that we are dialed in and tuned in, right? That makes a difference on a grand scheme. A lot of times on our paths and in our spiritual work and in our lives in general, when we're working towards manifesting something, a lot of times we have our hands in so many different things, and we don't take care of the one main priority. We're over there, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this. We're doing a lot, and it's not yielding enough results. I was thinking about this the other day. This happens all the time, where a person would say, okay, I'm not making enough money. I'm not satisfied with the amount of money that I'm making. I need to make more money. And a lot of times a person would say, okay, in order for me to make more money, I have to go get another job. I got to go get another job. I got to work harder. I got to find other streams of income, right? This is what a person will do. And I've seen it happen so many times before, even in my own personal life, where I had to stop this, where I would go be working two, three jobs, doing two, three different things, and I'm still looking up and I'm like, where's the money? Like, I'm not saving more money even though I'm doing more work, right? The bank account is not reflecting a greater outcome or experience, even though I'm overexerting myself. And so I just was like, okay, why don't I just get better at what I'm doing? Why don't I just get better at whatever my priority is and see how that thing can expand into more? And that's literally what happened to me, even though I wasn't thinking like this, but I realized that it's a part of it. Even with me coaching right now, right? I am compensated pretty handsomely to do a job that to me is very simple, very easy. And just being myself has given me like the ability to make what some coaches or coordinators there are making, but they be doing more. And when I tell you, they be doing team bondings and I mean, just doing the extra, spending their own money to make the place better, right? Spending their own money to give back to these girls, which I don't have a problem with that. But if it's not reciprocal, if it's not balanced, you're doing more and getting less. And so for me, doing less and getting more is paying attention to when I'm there, when I'm coaching, I'm fully into coaching, right? I don't have my phone out. I'm not distracted. I'm not emotional. I am strictly there to help these girls get better. I am strictly there to help these other coaches get better. And I'm so focused on just doing that, the little, right? That it has a massive impact to where they're like, oh, we got to pay her this amount of money because this thing, I don't know. They probably don't even know. They're like, I don't even know what Desiree is doing. But for some reason, her presence, it makes this place feel better, feel different, you know? And so that's what that energy is, right? And so doing less to get more, family, is just like focus on the little details, right? Shamika said, just came from the lake and heard, do the little things you are supposed to do, and we will do the rest. That's all it is. A lot of times, we think that we gotta overexert ourselves and overextend ourselves for these manifestations. I gotta do this. I gotta do this ritual. I gotta do this prayer. I gotta do this. And the Most High God is really just saying, what are the little things that I said or that I had given you to honor and respect, right? Are we caring about those little things? Are we caring about, you know, the things that can seem minute and like fly under the radar? Like this doing less and getting more. I mean, it is like it's golden. It's golden to me. To me, it's just like I got you. I got you. That sounds about right for me, right? Do less and get more. That makes sense for me in my life because I don't want to overexert myself, right? I don't want to overextend myself in thinking that this overextension is where my manifestation is going to come from. You want to also know a key part to this that I feel like will really make a difference in somebody's life. A key part to this is the reason why we know we can do less and get more is because doing less, right? And it doesn't mean showing up mediocre, right? That's not nothing about me is mediocre, right? I'm not saying give bare minimum. Don't be a bare minimum person, okay? Don't be a bare minimum person. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about honoring what you have, showing up where you are, what you have, and giving your best in the little things. That's what we're talking about, right? But what I realized is that my ability to just take care of the little things and it be fruitful and it multiply is because that comes from a place of trust. That comes from a place of faith. That comes from a place of just like knowing and understanding, like, listen, what's meant for me is for me, right? What's meant for me is for me. I don't have to break my back to get whatever it is I'm supposed to have. If I'm supposed to have it, God is not going to make me jump through loops and hoops and break my back, you know, in order to have it. It's mine. All I got to do is be me, right? And the best way I can be me is to look at my life, honor who I am, honor what I have. Sorry, that was my alarm. Picking up the kids. I'm literally driving up to pick them up right now. But all I have to do is honor who I have, honor my family, right? Honor, honor, like my coaching gig that I do. I honor that gig. I don't come up in there BSing and going through the motions. I make sure that I provide a quality service. Hi, guys. Thank you.
We're so happy.
Yes, you too. You too.
Bye bye, Mr. Finn.
Put y'all seatbelts on. I'm on a live stream, okay? So just say hey, but keep quiet.
Hey.
Let me let y'all.
Hi.
Uh,
Hey.
Aha! You see my cuties? They are so cute.
Mommy, I did this. Hey.
I know you did the little cute little hey.
That's
So
on my principal.
I know you like your principal.
Yeah.
I bet he looked like a real friendly dude.
Yeah, he is.
He real friendly.
Yes.
I know he real friendly. I could tell.
He is so friendly.
Real friendly.
I don't even
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, let me go around this car. Ain't nothing wrong with him being a friendly, kind man. I love that.
I love it too.
You guys need kind people in your lives. You need caring people in your lives, right?
Yeah.
That are not just family. You want to know that good people exist in the world.
When are we gonna be a walker?
I don't think you're ever gonna be a walker.
What?
I don't know. It's a little bit of a long walk. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all. They said y'all are gorgeous. They are. They are pretty. They are pretty amazing kids. Like literally, and then all of them, all four of our kids, all have different personalities. They are not the same. They are not all the same. They are all different.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah, they're all very different.
Boy,
They are like a perfect blend of like Dream and I. Y'all know we both kind of crazy in our own ways, right?
Wait, Mom.
Y'all daddy was just online talking about I'm crazy. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't if anybody's crazy it's him. Yes.
Is I crazy? Um, Tell us how are we different?
Okay, I will tell you how you're different, but I cannot tell you how you're different while we're online. I will tell you once we get home. I can tell you, well, I can tell both of you how y'all are the same. Both of y'all are the same in that both of y'all have very caring and loving hearts. Both of y'all are very kind hearted, loving beings.
True.
Very true. Y'all care about people. You want people to be happy. You want people to be safe. You guys have a lot of love in your heart. That's a similarity.
No. This time.
Okay, y'all. My kids are here and they're talking. They want to talk, which I love talking to them. Okay, so let me finish this with them, y'all. So that's all I'll just say to y'all. Honor what you have. Honor who you are. My little phone thing is falling. That's okay. Honor who you are. Honor what you have. Right. Take care of the little things. Taking care of the little thing. I got it, KJ. Thank you. Taking care of the little things is literally just about um if you got a gift, if you got a magic, if you have something that you know you've been called to do, taking care of the little things means honoring that, using that in as many opportunities and settings as possible and watch how you become fruitful from that. That's it. It's if you have a body that is working and that is capable of movement, exercise, go for a walk, right? Like that's taking care of the little things, right? If you have a certain level of abundance, if you have a certain level of financial freedom, give back, pour in to people, right? Pour into yourself. That's taking care of the little things, okay? Um, little things, big results, big manifestations. I just wanted to share that with y'all. And then I would be remiss if I did not tell y'all the spring readings cart is open. The spring readings cart is ma'am, I said let me finish my statement. The spring readings cart is open. If you go to my website and you book a reading, you will get a 15-minute consultation with me, and then you'll get to join a live class with me that's going to happen on March 27th. So go get your readings, right, so that you can see specifically what is springing forward from you right now. But even if you don't, take care of the little and watch you manifest more, okay? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for spending this time with me as we picked up the kids. Peace.